Hi everyone, Puma here, and for today's video I wanted to talk about my 3 favorite spin-offs from Nintendo. So my first spin-off, it's Legend of Zelda The Minish Cap. Personally, I don't know if it really qualifies as a spin-off because it does apparently fit into the Legend of Zelda timeline, but like, all the things that are mentioned in that game don't really seem to like reappear in too many other games, so that's why I'm counting it as its own little segmented part of the Legend of Zelda series. So what I like about this game is that the music, it's just so nostalgic and warming, and it just really gets you into the game. Like, you feel just so young and youthful and happy and jolly while you're playing the beginning parts of it, and it really just takes like all the Legend of Zelda themes and makes them really happy, like very upbeat. I like the other things about it, like being able to shrink down and explore things from like a different angle. Another thing I really liked about it, just like all the side quests. Like, normally games I hate doing side quests, I just want to like power through it and like finish it. But with a game like Legend of Zelda The Minish Cap, it's just so fun and engaging that the only way for you to feel like you've truly finished it is by finishing the side quests. And these side quests include things called kin stones, which are like these little stones you collect like throughout the game, and you have to connect them with other people's kin stones to unlock all sorts of cool new things. And also, like, there's this other thing, like the figurines, which is like super cute. It's like you collect these little mini figurines of like all the enemies and like characters that you've encountered throughout the games. I know it's like silly, but I actually like it because like it lets you like re-explore your journey throughout the game without having to restart the file. So I thought that was really cool and pretty considerate of Nintendo. Okay, so the second spin-off series that I really enjoyed was the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon series. So I really liked Pokemon Mystery Dungeon because it lets you play as the Pokemon. Like, with the regular Pokemon games, you're a human trainer who has to control the Pokemon, but in the Mystery Dungeon games, what it does is it starts with this like little personality test, and then it goes into saying that like, you became the Pokemon. Like, you were once human, but you became a Pokemon. So I thought it was really cool because it like really lets you sort of get into the game. I don't know, it makes me feel more like I am playing as the Pokemon. So I thought that was really thoughtful of Nintendo to do that. I like considerate little touches like that. What I also appreciate about it is that the Mystery Dungeon series, it takes classic Pokemon RPG and takes a lot of the elements that we love about it and makes it a lot more interesting. Like, the format of the game, it's like you traverse through dungeons in like teams of up to 4 Pokemon. You can recruit Pokemon to be on your team. And the gameplay, like on its own, it's already really fun. Because normally with the Pokemon games, you can only have like 1, maybe if you're lucky 2 Pokemon out and battling at once. But in the Mystery Dungeon games, you have all 4 Pokemon that you have on your team out at once battling. EXP is split evenly, training's a lot easier, and you get to explore things, find cool items, rescue Pokemon, and like get rankings and stuff for it. So I thought that that was really, really interesting. It's totally different from your standard Pokemon game for sure. And that alone is just the gameplay. What I love a lot about Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is the music and the stories. Storyline, it's always about like human becoming Pokemon, Pokemon human finds Pokemon partner. The story always finds a way to make you tear up, either tears of sadness, tears of happiness. Like, for a Pokemon game, they really know how to make it emotional, like Clannad level emotion. I remember when I was playing through my first Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game, which was like Blue Rescue Team, I think. I was bawling at the end, and I'm not ashamed to admit that. It was sad. Now, I'm not going to post any clips of that because that's spoilers for any of the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games, but it's always like very adventurous beginning, very happy middle, and then towards the end it's just sad. And then like towards the very end it's like happy sad. It's like you'll be crying tears and you'll be crying happy tears if you're like a very emotional type of person. And even if you're not, you're gonna still feel something there. And as for the music always ranges from like happy and upbeat and adventurous to epic. So now for my #1 favorite spin-off from Nintendo, Paper Mario. Oh my god, I love Paper Mario so much. Like, I don't even know where I can start with this one. I guess we can start with the like concept and the art. Like, the idea to make Mario like into a world of paper and origami. Like, when I was a kid, I loved to do origami and like I used to draw a lot. So already the game appealed to me in that sense. What I like about the storyline is that it combines just like that playfulness or like a playful childishness with like a sarcastic, snarky sense of humor, and it's very unexpected because like when you see the animation, like the art style, it's very cutesy, so you don't imagine like these cute little paper drawing figures to be saying the things they do, but they break the fourth wall in so many funny, hilarious, and silly ways, and I just love it. I also enjoyed like the interactive elements for Paper Mario 1 and 2, because even though it's like a turn-based RPG system, you can do things like action commands to help increase the damage that you deal, as well as do things like guard and super guard to go and avoid damage. Which is very rare. Like, you don't see that type of style in like Pokemon, and I don't really think you see it a lot in Final Fantasy. So overall with Paper Mario, I feel like the game, it incorporates really nice artwork, really cool designs, a great soundtrack, a nice attention to detail, a really interesting storyline. Like, I didn't even get into the storyline, but I feel like I'd be rambling on and on about how fun this game is. Like, play the game and find out yourself. It's great. I totally recommend Paper Mario's 1, 2, and Super Paper Mario. They're all great games, as well as Legend of Zelda The Minish Cap and the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon series. Check out all those games. They're all fun games to play. They're all great spin-offs. これはピュームちゃんのチャンネル